Everybody, welcome back to the channel and another video on 500 Lounge. Left it in last video where we'd done a bit of bodywork on it, so we got the bumper prepped, the wing I'd painted, but I needed to kind of redo it a little bit because it wasn't good enough. And we also did some work on the bonnet. Also mentioned in last video that we'd ordered some parts for the mechanicals on it, so timing belt, water pump, service kit, thermostat, and we'd ordered an aerial for it as well because this one's snapped off, so it's not as if we can just replace the air antenna. The base station is snapped off in the base, so we've got to replace that. So I'll spin you around. Right, last video we mentioned we'd ordered some parts and we've had a bit of a haul. So we have, that's just what we took off the old wing for when we attached the new wing of the bumper. But we've got service kit, so we've got spark plugs, oil filter, air filter. We have got a pollen filter, I'm sure we have. I'm not sure. But we have got another thermostat, and disappointingly, I think, I need to get it out. Let's get it out and see if it's plastic or metal. Try and do this one handed, it's not going to work. Dave's going to have to get it out. In here we've got the replacement aerial and base because the other one's snapped. And is that plastic? Yeah, it's plastic. Is it? It feels metal. It looks plastic, which I'm a little bit disappointed because I thought the replacements all had metal ones now. But it is what it is, it's a new thermostat and we need one. And then obviously we've got a Dyco, water pump and timing belt kit. So yeah, parts all, so we'll crack on with doing bits and bats. Sorry, that was really crap cam work to all the viewers. But yeah, we've got all this now. We're going to start doing stuff on the blue 500 Lounge. Let's crack on. So yeah, like I just mentioned in the last one, we did the repair work on this, and as you can see, it's not too bad now. There was a little slight dent here that I noticed as well. That was a raised bit here, so I've knocked that back. And once we've done the mechanical bits, I'm going to finish this bit off, so I'll sand that down, fill it and prep, and then obviously I mentioned last time that these bits here just wanted a little bit more rubbing down, so I'll do that as well. So what we're going to concentrate on this video is we're going to do the oily stuff, the mechanical side, hopefully get that all buttoned and braced. So then literally all we have to do once we've done that will be paint, refit, aerial, the door handle, have a look at that door handle on that side, and then clean it. We'll obviously check brakes as well. But yeah, let's crack on. I'll just show you bits we've got, and then we'll crack on. Right, just about to start service first. We're going to do service first, and then we are going to do timing belt. Notice first off that there's a bolt missing on airbox there, so this rattles like it's well, just rattles. Now we're in dry, we can actually see where the leak is coming from, and it looks like it's coming from the bottom of the thermostat, so probably a good thing we've got thermostat. So yeah, just going to whip the airbox off, then drop oil, drop in oil, change spark plugs over, and then that's that, and then we'll crack on with rest. Catch you in a bit. Oil drained, oil filter off, new oil filter on, sump plug back in, new oil in, air filter. You can see the old one now. Let's have a shower that. Not the worst, if I'm totally honest. But did you say you saw some on oil filter being changed last year?
Yes.
So yeah, so the old oil filter showed it was a 2023, so it has been serviced before. Obviously we haven't got any history, so but as a precaution we are doing it. And Dave's just checking out spark plugs now, and what you found?
They look okay, but we'll change them anyway.
There you go, they look okay, but they're going to be changed anyway. So yeah, so service side of things almost done. What we're going to tackle next after the thermostat?
Yes.
We'll tackle thermostat after this. But yeah, all going along relatively good at the moment. Right, service done. We're just looking to see if we've got a bolt for this that we can put in temporary until we get the rubber. Changed all spark plugs over. Like I said, these are the old ones. They weren't that bad. Oops, I'm going to look over here. They weren't that bad, but we changed them, and we got a little bit of a Brucey bonus because I purchased 4, but they gave us 6, so we've got 2 spares. So what I'm going to do now is just going to, well, probably get rid of oil first, and then do thermostat. Try and cure that leak. So as you can see, we do it thermostat. We've taken the battery tray out, which is there. As you can see in there, you can see all pink coolant. That's everywhere. So somewhere in there, something's failed. Whether it's a seal, whether it's what, I don't know. But we're just about to pull this all apart now. So got the oil tray cleaned up, ready for coolant. Just about to get piss all over the place. Right. We seem to think it might have been this pipe that it's been leaking from. Whether it just weren't tight enough or what, but there's a lot of crystallised coolant where that pipe is. I mean, there's a little bit here, but I don't know if that's just dripped down from that. I mean, don't get me wrong, this has been compressed to within an inch of lice. I mean, that one got one on. That haven't got one on, has it?
Yeah.
Did it come with one?
I think so, it is.
So obviously we've got a new one with that one, which will help seal that a bit better. And we're going to put a little bit of, what do you call it?
Some trusty silicon. Well,
instant gasket. We're going to put some a little bit of instant gasket around it as well to help that. And then obviously because it looks like it's original, we're going to put a Jubilee clip on this. So maybe that'll help tighten it a bit better.
Yes, it should do.
So we'll replace the original banjo type things, which are a nightmare to get up, which are these type. Replace them for a Jubilee clip, which will put a bit more torqueage on it. So yeah, refitting, new one now, and then we're not going to obviously put everything back together and test it, because we'll be putting coolant in it just to drain coolant out for when we do timing belt and water pump. So we're going to leave it until we've done that, and then obviously we'll be able to check it then. So yeah, crack on. Right, it's a few days later. Dave's just doing something on one of the other cars for a minute. Then we're going to crack on. We do it timing belt on this one at water pump. Obviously, we've done thermostat. That's all back together now. We haven't run it up anything because obviously we've lost a bit of water when we did thermostat, and we're pointless filling it back up when we're doing timing belt and water pump, I'm going to drain hot water out. So yeah, we'll just do what we've got to do, and then we're going to crack on with this. Right, just doing timing belt, water pump. This has actually had a replacement belt at some point, but whatever they've done, they've either not changed the water pump or they've fitted it piss poor, because you can see, I know we had a leak on the other side, but you can also see all the pink stuff here. That's remnants of leaking coolant. So we're obviously changing it anyway, but yeah, that's the reason why. And Pt6 only got 50,000 on it, like Dave says. The amount of corrosion and surface rust on it, it's poor for 50,000 miles. But we ain't going to touch any of that. I'm doing timing belt, so, and water pump, so yeah. But yeah, as you can see here, just all coolant leaking everywhere, well, remnants of leaking coolant, so good job of doing it. Right, update. Engine mount off, covers off, all over there. The strange bit was this cover, these bolts you can see here, these three, well there's four, that attaches to engine, yeah, none of them were tight. So yeah, whoever's done this before made a right ash of it. So we've got this bottom tool on, there's a pin in the hole right there, that hole there, that there's a pin on pulley that goes into, which means that is lined up. Now we're lined up at the top here, so we're now ready to take the belt off. Am I right?
You are.
So next step now, take belt off. So it's the tensioner, undo tensioner, take that off. Yeah?
That is correct.
Belt off, then we'll take water pump off, clean everything up, and then the good old Haynes manual, refitting is the reversal of removal. So let's crack on. Right, we've cleaned up as much as we can of that residual coolant that there was. Obviously I'm not going to be able to get into every nook and cranny because of where it is, but obviously old water pump, new one, so just going to put some instant gasket around that, pop that in, and then ready to fit the belt. So yeah, let's crack on. Right, everything is back together. We've got coolant in it. Obviously we'll be running it up to temperature, bleed system, so let's try a start. Starts and fares like a good one. There is a blow-on exhaust somewhere, so we'll have to deal with that, but yeah, all good in the hood, as they say. Right, let's finish putting it back together. Right, here she is. What we've also done as well, just on this side at the moment, while we've got the space, is we've replaced the drop line. I can't see much in there, but we've replaced the drop link on this side. But in regards to, obviously you've seen, we showed it starting. Starts up fine and dandy, purring along lovely. So mechanically wise, the only thing we've got to do now is obviously the drop link on that side, and then sort out the exhaust. and then it'll be a case of putting the painted wing on and then painting bonnet and bumper. Once that's done, we've got the door handle to look at on passenger side, got the aerial to do, and then a good clean, and then she'll be ready. So yeah, we're going to end this one here. If you've like this, what we're doing, drop us a comment, click that notification bell. If you, as and when we put these videos out, you'll be notified when they come out. And yeah, subscribe, like and share, and we'll see you in the next one.